Hey folks, Keith with 93 Lumber coming back at you with another beer. This beer we have both had before, and I have had once before that. So I have technically had this beer twice. This is Indeed Brewing Company. It is I don't think it has a name. It's just Lavender, Sunflower Honey, Dates, Honey Ale.
It's from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
It is, if you haven't been keeping track, it's an ale brew with lavender, sunflower honey, and dates. It is 7.2 alcohol. I forgot to introduce I jumped right into the beer and forgot to. This is like the third video that we're doing tonight, so we're just kind of jumping into it.
It's Katie, your fan favorite. The reason you come here, yeah. We know.
She'll one day take over the channel and you won't have to see me anymore. We set up over here because it is snowing a whole lot outside.
A bunch.
You can't really tell right now because it's dark, but you can still see her plants. And you can probably still see some of the snow along the whatever. But yeah, It's still snowing.
Now they're seeing healthy plants.
She is pruning her cactus during my video.
There's no time like the present, baby.
You can't take them anywhere, really.
Especially not a greenhouse.
Brewed and canned by Indeed Brewing Company, Minneapolis, Minnesota, as Katie said before.
Minnesota.
I found this in a bottle shop, and I was super liked the artwork and the color. But then I read it, and lavender is awesome. Sunflower honey is awesome. Dates are cool too. So I'm gonna make it a point to kind of.
It's like groovy artwork.
Yeah.
It's very psychedelic.
It's not really my vibe, but I enjoy the color. So
I'm a fan.
Yeah. So another fun story. This was canned on 8/7/2019, and it has an enjoy by date of 8/6/2020. So we're beyond the enjoy by date by 5 months, almost 6 months. 9, 10, 11,
October
12.
is my half birthday, so yeah.
1, 2.
I'd call it 4 to 5.
Almost 6 months. Because today is what? February 1st?
The 1st.
So we are 5 days shy of the 6th month. This is the batch that I had originally 2 years ago. So it's kind of cool. I found a 4-pack of this. So I found a single can of this in a bottle shop, and then I found a 4-pack of this recently in a different bottle shop, and it was $7 a 4-pack because it was just clearance stuff. And I remember super liking it, and I remember it being a beer that may age well-ish. And so I picked it up because $7 for 4 beers, $7 for 4 7.2% beers. You can't really.
We'll take it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Even if they're not the best.
Even when there isn't room in the refrigerator or the closet.
Yeah.
Or the kitchen table.
Yeah. Even when you really shouldn't be buying beer. You still buy it because it's the right thing to do. And then there's kind of a lot of story time with this one. So there was a 4-pack of this. We both drank cans of this like a week ago or whatever it was.
Yeah, a week ago.
Hers was really nice.
Magical.
It was lavender. Beautiful. You got the honey.
Everything I love was included in this beer.
Mine was not that good. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as...
It was not great.
It was more just...
The flavor was elusive.
It was, if I remember correctly, it was a little bit oxidized, and it was most of the lavender and honey and stuff were not present or very were not as prominent as the can that she had.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah. So
we're gonna get into it.
So we're gonna get into this. We probably could have poured it like 4 minutes ago.
No. Oh no. Oh, I'm making a fool of myself on the YouTube.
It happens. It happens. Don't worry.
It exploded. Much like my excitement for the flavors of this beer.
Don't
look at the glass. I'm gonna wait until it dies down.
No, it's fine. We got a little bit of... I don't know what those look like, so...
They look fine. Magical. Beautiful. Groovy. Psychedelic.
So...
Don't look at mine. It's mostly foam.
So, there's a little bit of a haze to it. And actually, they call it a honey ale. And it kind of just... It does have like this deep orange...
Drippy honey color. Yeah. Like honey dripping in sunlight.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's like an... Amber, but more of like a deep honey amber color. A little bit of haze, as I said. Under a finger of, I would say, just off-white head.
Well, we'll call it that, right?
There's no... Yeah, we'll take your 3-finger head and my half-finger head.
Yeah, mine is 3, like my forehead.
We'll call it 2.5.
All right, that's safe.
We'll meet in the middle. What was I gonna say?
The color. You were talking about the amber honey color, and then you were talking about the foam.
Oh yeah.
The color of the foam.
The head.
The head. The foam. The fluff.
The bubbles.
The fluffy stuff.
Yeah, it's like a deep orange amber. Yeah. If you gave me a beer and called it a honey ale and it didn't look like this, I would be... Unless it was like... Never mind. I'm wrong. Disregard what I was just saying.
Well, it could be lighter.
Yeah, it could be a little lighter, but this looks super nice. It actually kind of looks like something to do with coffee.
Looks like a coffee syrup of some kind.
Yeah, like some sort of coffee something. I don't know. Sorry. One of the cats was just chewing on something that they shouldn't have been chewing on, so I got distracted for a second. So anyway, let's see what it smells like.
Amazing.
Mine is honey. I'm getting the honey, the lavender.
I'm not getting any lavender at all, really.
I'm getting a sweetness. I'm not sure if it's from the dates or the malt. It smells like it might be a little bit oxidized. You snorted again?
I mean, that one really went off my nose.
I did that yesterday. Or not yesterday, but the other day.
We do the hard stuff here at 93 Lumber.
But yeah, for mine, there's not
Can I
much
smell
else.
yours? You want to switch?
Sure.
Yours smells more lavendery.
Yeah, this one smells.
Mine's way more honey, and I feel like that's all I'm getting is like honey and like the malt, like the yeastiness of it, and that's probably it's like honey bread.
Yeah, hers is more. Yeah, honey bread is a good way to describe that. I wonder if that 4-pack was just like 4 random cans that they
put
found
together. Yeah,
because
that's a good thought.
I mean, obviously beers, even in the same 4-pack or same batch,
Subject to change,
can age differently just based on like if there was a little bit of a different thing while it was canned or whatever. And especially when you're talking about a beer that's 2 years old, almost a year and a half old, and almost 6 months beyond its enjoy by date. Anyway, let's get into it. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Chink.
Cheers. Cheers.
You okay?
Yeah.
Does that taste like the one that you had the other day?
No.
So apparently there was only like one really good can in this 4-pack because
it just tastes like honey. I get a little bit of the lavender, but it's more of an aftertaste rather than like the first thing. It's just like more of honey. Like, actually, it kind of reminds me of there's a lavender farm in Hunterdon County that I go to, and they make a lavender infused honey, and that's kind of what this tastes like. It's less of like lavender and honey. It's more of the honey is the main component, and you're getting a little aftertaste of the lavender as a treat. So that's where I'm at.
Mine is I'm actually for a honey ale. Is yours thin?
You want to switch? Do you want to taste mine?
Not right now. I haven't talked about mine yet.
Okay.
That's why I don't want to taste yours. I don't want to corrupt my palate, as they say in the industry that I just made up. Is yours thin?
Mm-mm.
Mine tastes a little thin. It does taste like honey. I think the lavender is the biggest thing.
I'm jealous.
In that first sip, I did get like there was like this oxidized bitter thing.
Copper lavender bouquet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this oxidized bitterness thing, but that was only in the first sip, and I'm not really getting it now. But for a 7.2% alcohol by volume beer, I don't remember if the other ones we had were this thin.
The first one I had was kind of thin, but it was like super powerful lavender. So I didn't really care, to be honest. Because anything lavender, I'm pretty happy about. So.
Yeah. There is a sweetness in there. I'm assuming it's from the dates and not the malt. Because I assume most of the sweetness in this is coming from the honey and the dates. Would you like to switch now?
Yeah. I'm getting more lavender as I go, but it's definitely more honey than anything.
I think you'll find the lavender in that is more.
And also sunflower honey tends to be more sweet because it's generally like bees that are just feasting on sunflowers all summer long, and sunflower has like a really sweet quality to it already, but it's like a light, like really bright kind of sweetness.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and honey is more rich, so I think that it's, I don't know, blended together is nice. Interesting.
Yeah.
Different.
This one tastes oxidized. It's like
if you put pennies in
a little bit of a wet paper.
Yeah, thank you. I thought it had like a weird like Yingling that's been sitting out for too long kind of taste.
Yeah.
Like
the biggest notes of oxidation are like wet paper, wet cardboard kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, definitely got that in there.
It's weird because in this one it does not complement because the lavender and like the honey are so like muted. I don't even think I get any lavender in this.
That's what I was saying. I think it just tastes like you can taste the base of honey, but that's pretty much it. And I get like a little lavender back in the back of my mouth, and that's
yeah. It's almost like
you sprayed lavender
yeah.
in the background in the room, and you're tasting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. Cool.
It's weird because I'm going to assume that the oxidation level is the same in both of these, but because the lavender and the honey are so not prominent in this one, it doesn't help it. But in this one, I feel like the oxidation adds a little bit to it.
It's nice. It's kind of like, I don't know.
It just kind of adds
gives you a
layer.
tang.
Yeah.
We'll call
like,
it.
It's not necessarily a
Tang Town.
It's not necessarily like a positive, but it's not a negative.
Tang Town.
Tang Town.
There's honestly a lot more of a lavender flavor in this one. I like it, so I think I'm going to keep it. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's funny that we got
4 cans.
Yeah, I feel like the one that I drank last time was more like this one and not that one.
I feel like it was worse than that one. It didn't really taste like much of anything.
Yeah, it was kind of a mess. But the one you had last time was even better than this.
It was beautiful.
It was for some reason I feel like that's how it tasted fresh and just somehow
by an act of God that was like perfect still somehow. Yeah, the first one that I had was so good. It tasted like taking a walk in like a field of wildflowers on like the sunniest day, but it's not too hot outside and everything just smells sweet and fresh and lovely. Did you just mix them together?
It's called a cuvee and it's classy.
It's classy, he says.
Or not classy, but it's mandatory.
It's classy. But this one just kind of tastes like that one kind of tastes just very muted, not great.
Yeah.
Slight sweetness. Like if you added like a pinch of lavender syrup to a coffee, and it doesn't really do much because the acidity is too high. So that's what I got from that.
Adding the little bit of my can into this one didn't really do much for it, but there is more of a lavender thing to it, but that's about it.
That did literally nothing to this. This just kind of ruined it actually, so
I was just trying to make this one better since it's mine now.
It's so good. Thoroughly enjoying it. I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, so this was fun, especially since, because this, I remember really enjoying this beer when I first had it, and the fact that this is the same batch as that
you have like
super
a taste
interesting.
history.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, it doesn't really. I mean, after those first 2 cans that we drank like a week ago, like it's obviously like
we were super drunk though. We can't.
Yeah, but we weren't that drunk. I wasn't that drunk.
We went on a date.
Yeah. We drank the same amount of beer, and someone got a little toasty.
That's what you get for 9% stouts.
Yeah, that is true.
They'll get you every time.
Yeah, if you're not careful. But
anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Whoa!
Excuse me. This is my channel?
This is his channel, not mine.
Excuse me.
God. I got the snow day buzzies going on, friends. I'm sorry.
She's so cute. So anyway, any closing comments? I am glad that not all of these cans sucked because I bought it for $7 and I was basically expecting them to all be not great because I did check the dates before I bought it. And I was like, oh, this is the same beer and it's the same batch that I had. And so I'm glad that they didn't all come out terrible. And even like the worst one wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It just wasn't what it was supposed to be.
Yeah. I'm disappointed based on my first experience with this beer because it was so good. And it reminded me of like way warmer days where I could just tussle through the flowers, and my mom grows lavender, so just lavender for me is like such a comfort scent and flavor. It's not what I remember it being, but at the same time I love honey in general, so it's good. Oh. I'd still drink it happily because it tastes really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to say, like, the like the one that was not good or not bad. I think
great.
I think I liked it because, well, I think I didn't like it because it wasn't what this was supposed to be. But now that I'm thinking about it and drinking this one and I'm talking about it, it kind of reminds me of like an English, like mild ale on cask. The other one. The one that was like all the flavors were muted.
The off-camera one.
Yeah. Like all the flavors were muted and it just had this like
rainy day taste.
It I don't know because I don't know what the malt base is in I don't know what the malt base is in this. I'm assuming most of the ABV comes from fermented the dates and the
dates and the honey.
The honey.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming this has like a smaller malt base. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't hate it because it reminded me of that. And so, yeah. If you like English style mild ales with a little more heft, obviously, you should buy like 2-year-old lavender honey date ales because that's how they age. Or at least that's how these age.
I feel like the perfect time to drink this would either be a super rainy day in late spring or a midsummer picnic. Human sacrifice is not required, but is recommended. Are
you saying this? Are you saying what you're drinking now, or are you saying like
this one? Yep, the original one just tastes like.
You drink that all the time.
I would drink that every day.
Yeah.
But yeah,
she
this
would
one,
get into trouble, obviously.
I would be in trouble. There'd be a whole thing. But the first one I had was magical. Everything that I could have ever asked for from this beer. But this one's like, all right, I'll drink this on a slightly chilly spring rainy day, and I'd drink it on a picnic with friends in a meadow or something. And this sounds super pretentious, but for real.
Or a very chilly, snowy
night. Yeah.
And
with this guy.
When we're snowed in and don't want to do anything else.
Definitely don't want to clean the bathroom.
We're doing that after this. Yeah. So this went based on the 2 beers that we had in the 4-pack from this 4-pack before this. I was thinking that this I thought this was going to go worse than it did, because I thought that one can was just like
a fluke.
Off, yeah, just friggin' here's a 2-year-old can that tastes super fresh. It's just, hey, it happens, I guess. But yeah, these aren't quite as the good one isn't quite as good as the good one in the last 2, and the bad one isn't as, or none of them were bad.
I feel like we got the first really good one and the not so awesome one, and then these are kind of in between. So
these are the middle.
Pretty decent considering.
Yeah. Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
I was having a little trouble.
I could tell.
But yeah. Super. It's still snowing? It's still snowing. It was super awesome to be able to, for me, to get back into a beer that I know I've had before, and one that is from the same batch that I had before. And, yeah.
Well, that's what the girl gang does.
We're the girl gang.
True.
Did you have a
No,
thought?
we just did it at the same time. I was just remarking.
So, I hope you are staying safe. I hope you are well. I hope you are taking care of yourself first and foremost. If you share a space with someone or multiple people, I hope you are all taking care of yourselves as needed. You can like this video if you would like to. You can subscribe to this channel if you have not already. You can follow me on Instagram at 93lumber. That's spelled out 93lumber. Where can people follow you?
At the Botanic Babe on Instagram. I love plants, love wild crafting and flowers and things that grow the ground in general. And if you do too, follow me, because I will inconsistently share that with you.
I will put that down in the description along with the other details. And we will see you in the next one. Cheers.
I was going to say stay sexy and don't get murdered, but that's from my favorite podcast.
And that's where I'm ending it.